Okay, so we're gonna make caldo de albondiga soup, meatball soup. So we're putting got our big pot, half of water starting to boil. We're gonna use onion. We got an onion, half an onion, and a small onion, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, chicken bouillon, tomato bouillon, 2 eggs. For veggies, we're gonna use potato, carrots, zucchini, cilantro, a cup of rice, and our meat. It all depends how much albondigas you're gonna make, how many potatoes you're gonna use. Up to you how many potatoes you want to put in, how much veggies you want to put in. You could add corn if you want, or you could add chayote, any vegetables that you want to cook with it. But this is all we're gonna use. Okay, we got our beef in our meat in the ground beef in the bowl. We added 2 eggs, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of pepper, a tablespoon of salt, a tablespoon of chicken bouillon, a tablespoon of tomato bouillon, uncooked rice, and I'm gonna chop the cilantro and put it in there. Okay, I'm gonna put an onion, half a quarter onion here. You could put a half if you want. I don't have garlic, but you could do the garlic, like cutting the tip of the garlic and put it in there, the whole head, but I don't have any garlic. So right here for the meat, I already put all our ingredients in, and I forgot to put the oregano. Gotta make sure you blend this nice.
How much was it? You think about a tablespoon?
Tablespoon, but I'm gonna put more. Just be careful with some of it has sticks in it. You don't want them to be in the albondiga. So you're not gonna mix that up yet because you just got other stuff to do. So now we're gonna make our salsa to make our soup red, get that red color. So you use about 6 tomatoes cut in pieces, quarter of an onion, and this is Chile California. It's not spicy, it just gives it the red color and the flavor. If you want it spicy, you add some chile de árbol or some jalapeno or whatever you want. But we're not gonna do that.
So again, that's Chile, California. California.
All you do is cut the tip, open it in half, and take all the seeds out. So we're gonna lightly fry our ingredients.
Oil?
So I put a little bit of oil in the pot, and I'm gonna start frying the onion, tomato, and the chili. Just a little bit, not too much. To our pan, so we can hydrate the chili. Okay.
And no spices.
No spices.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to a boil. Some more water, so maybe 2.5 cups. You want to cover the chili so they can get hydrated. Hands are nice and clean. I already washed mine. We're gonna mix our ingredients with our bare hands. Get everything nice and incorporated. Remember that when the red salsa that we're making for the soup, it's gonna add more flavor to it. So that's gonna penetrate the meat too. So once we're getting to our finishing stage, if we need to add more chicken bouillon, we'll do that. Our ingredients nice and mixed. You want your meatballs? That's up to you. I just do a little handful and just roll them. With the egg and the rice, it helps us to keep together. And shut it off. We're gonna let that soak in. Just shut it off. So I cut up our vegetables. I used 2 zucchinis, about 6 carrots because they were small. And then I'm gonna use 5 potatoes. It's up to you how many potatoes you want to put in there. Should I do more?
Good.
I'm gonna do 6 potatoes. Wash them. We're not gonna cut them yet.
Because they
Turn a little brown if you cut them, pre-cut them. So now what I'm gonna do right now is, as my water's boiling, I'm gonna lower it, keep it high. Because remember, when you add cold meat, it brings the temperature down. So I'm gonna add my meatballs. One at a time, slowly. No, I do not.
Okay.
I use my hands. You can use a tool if you want. It's up to you.
Just don't splash it onto you.
So remember, we're still gonna make a sauce that we're gonna add to this to make the broth red and more flavorful.
Which is right here.
So we're gonna blend that and add that to it right now. But first, we're gonna bring this to a boil because remember, when meat releases, some of the foam comes out. We wanna skim that out. Now we're gonna transfer all our tomatoes and our chiles that have been rehydrated and the onion.
Without the water or with the water?
We're gonna use a little bit of water, not too much. Remember, if you want to make this spicy, you add a jalapeno, a serrano in here, and it'll be spicy, like that. It's just without no chili. No spicy chili, I mean. A little bit of water, not too much. A hefty tablespoon tomato bouillon. And chicken bouillon before we blend. Now I'm gonna taste it for flavor. It needs about 1 tablespoon.
The regular bouillon?
Yeah. So we're boiling our meat and see the foam, just like the pozole, the foam and the caldo de res. All this you skim. Same thing with the chicken. When you boil your chicken, get out that foam out there. I added a little bit more water because I noticed that the meatballs are
Soaking up a lot of water.
soaking a lot of the water, and it's easier for it to strain. I'm gonna try to get as much of this as you can out. So we're gonna let that cook a little bit more. See, we skimmed off all the impurities. It looks a lot cleaner. You can see everything boiling. Now we're gonna add the sauce to it. We're gonna strain it right on there so we can start getting that flavor incorporated. Okay, so we added our sauce in there. It's gonna be 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. Because remember, the potatoes are gonna soak up a lot of the salt. It might need more, but we'll see. Now, if you don't want your soup to be red, you could just don't skip this step. You could just make a just like plain. That's the chicken bouillon. Let me show you stir it. So I already cut the potatoes. They're nice and clear. Now I'm already gonna put the potatoes in there. We're almost done. Our meatballs are almost done. But it normally takes about 45 minutes. I mean, it's 45 minutes of boiling that it's done. So now I'm gonna add the carrots. The zucchini, we're gonna do it a lot towards the end because those don't take long to cook. Now we're gonna mix everything in there
And just cover it.
gently and bring this to a boil. And we'll check on our potatoes, which should take about maybe 10 minutes. Okay, we're gonna check out our albodigas. You see how all the meatballs are floating on top? That pretty much tells you they're done. Doing is checking the tenderness on our potato. And our carrots are still a little bit hard. You could do this with your fingers or with a fork or knife. You have to be able to penetrate with ease. Almost. Say about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna check the potato.
It's been about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Not quite. Carrots are done. Our meatballs are done. See, meatballs are done. You see the rice nice and poofy? Carrots are extremely done. Perfect. So we give it like 5 more minutes. I'm gonna add our zucchini.
That takes about 5 minutes to cook anyway.
And I'm gonna add a handful of cilantro to give extra flavor. We're just tasting it for flavor, for salt. It's perfect, so we don't need no more. And as you can see, we cleaned as we went.